Project X is coming, and it's going to kill CSGO. Forget about all the times this has been claimed before. This time, it's different. Project X features new and better gameplay. It encourages team play, while at the same time offering a sky-high skill ceiling to let talented individuals shine. Project X will no doubt build its own popular and highly lucrative competitive scene. This new game doesn't have the same toxic, stale old community that has plagued Counter-Strike for years. It's a fresh start, and it's going to remain that way forever. Also, it has magic. I remember when CSGO first came out. I beat most other players easily, and won most of my games. The game was so much more fun. It was a new and refreshing experience. These days I never do that well because, thanks to matchmaking, everybody's as good as I am. Some are even better, but that's only because the game has a cheater problem. But in Project X, I can beat most other players easily. This game's so much more fun. It's a new and refreshing experience. With this new game, I'm excited to climb its ranks and to go pro. I haven't felt that way since I did that in CSGO all those years ago. But with that game, it grew stale once I had done it. With Project X, it will be different. Don't just take it from me. You only have to look at CSGO's player numbers to see that it's a dead game. In just the last 12 hours, it has dropped from over 1 million players to only half of that, and it might drop further still. Project X is the most played game because it's currently the most watched on Twitch. All of the big streamers are jumping to it, which is proof that it must be the best game ever. Anyone who isn't is being revealed for the sellouts that they are. Minecraft channels still producing Minecraft content? Shills. CSGO channels producing CSGO content? Shills, the lot of them. Because people must only play whatever's cool, and aren't allowed to continue playing or producing content for any other game. Project X's developers are so much better than CSGO's too. You only have to watch the developers' videos to see that they're passionate and know exactly what we, as players, want. Stuff like good hit reg. CSGO's hit reg has been a point of contention for years. If you miss a shot, it isn't because you missed, or from any one of the many other factors or compromises involved with internet play. It's got to be because the game is only 64 tick. If you believe this, then you might think that Project X with its 128 tick will solve all of the game's hit reg problems. I mean, if I was trying to develop a new game, then I'd certainly want to announce its 128 tick servers if I wanted to attract the CSGO community. It's just that the other year, in a very in-depth test comparing 64 with 128 tick, there was zero evidence to suggest that people could feel the difference. Seriously, nothing at all. Of course, these tests are dismissed for all sorts of incredibly intellectual sounding reasons, and yet claims that 128 tick is better are accepted without reason. I guess because it's what people want to hear. And it's not just the hit reg in CSGO that's lacking. The game hasn't received a large update in ages. Aside from new game modes, operations, cosmetics, maps, anti-cheat methods, free-to-play, trust factor and regular bug fixes, what has Valve ever done for us? The only reason they add new stuff is to make money, like that recent operation. And we need to complain about how each new addition makes the game worse, while also complaining that the game doesn't get enough new stuff. Just look at how much CSGO, an 8-year-old game, has changed in the last year, and compare it with how many updates and new features Project X has had. CSGO's a dead game. In all seriousness though, I have nothing against Project X. I wish it all the best. It's usually the community surrounding the games that I have a problem with. It seems stupid that as a fan of gaming, I would want for a game to be bad. I am sure that once the hype has died down, if Project X is still deemed to be good, it will be able to carve out its own player base. It may even become bigger than CSGO, but as somebody who likes games because I like the games and not because they're what's currently trending, I'm going to stick with CSGO for now, because I like the game. What I don't understand is why, if you think Project X is better than CSGO, why don't you just go and play it? Why do you need to post hateful and nasty things on CSGO videos? It seems like to some people, games are popularity contests instead of things to play and to enjoy. It's almost as though these people want to side with whatever's cool as an excuse to be nasty to everything else. Why? It's never something I've fully understood. I wish you guys could just make up your mind and go and enjoy the game that you want to play the most. I know that they weren't the same, but I've seen many Project X's before, and the same thing happens every time. They're lauded as the thing that will kill CSGO. They often become popular. Very popular. Some remain that way. And yet, CSGO carries on. Will it do so indefinitely? Probably not. But I'm sick of people shouting it every time a new Project X comes along, and then forgetting they said that when they eventually move on to Project Y, or back to CSGO again. If you predict the end of the world every year, eventually you're going to be right. I'll just give you some friendly advice. It isn't a crime to like or to play more than one game at once. In fact, it's probably the healthier thing to do. Go and enjoy Project X, but jump into it with positivity, or you'll only end up bringing CSGO's problems with you.